Oh, look here, a family. They might have been at a family reunion or something. See the baby sitting between the parents in the carriage? The little one's in the back?
It's like Little House on the Prairie.
Right, that's what the one-room schools are, like Little House on the Prairie. On the left here, this is a new Amish home, the white and black. They tore the old one down and built new. Here she's working in her garden. Weeding. About the schools, and they can use outhouses, but I said earlier, they cannot on their farms. The state came in with regulations that the Amish cannot, selling the milk from their farms or the cash income, not selling their crops. They raise all this corn we see here is what goes in their silos to feed their cattle to make milk. And they sell the milk for bottling, Hershey chocolate, or for Land O'Lakes butter. But
Ice cream.
ice cream, yeah. But did you try the ice cream back here now?
No.
They went to another county. It's not Lancaster County, but it's Pennsylvania. Next road we'll go left. So, the Amish farmers did not know what was going to happen to their way of life. They were not allowed to sell milk if they milked by hand, if they used the old-fashioned milk cans, or if they had outhouses. So for the Amish people, the church leaders make the decisions for them. So the church leaders sat down with the state officials, talked about this, and came up with a compromise. And that's when they got compressed air, gasoline generators, and got the modern milking machines, and that's when they had to put indoor plumbing in their homes. So they have to go by state regulations, you know. The same way when they would put electric in. They said that's a universal code. You have to put in electricity. You're allowed to pass. This is an Amish new and used furniture store on the left. Looks like you got some furniture there.
What's going on over there?
Deer.
Deer.
Yeah, the deer farm. They raise them for wildlife preserves, trophy shooting, and I think they also collect the urine for deer hunters. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is choice. That's not a true Amish buggy. Now, up here on the left, this family, they sell strawberries, but they also make strawberry frosties, smoothies. They have a blender there. Yeah, look at it. Stop time and go straight ahead. I talked a little bit about the church districts, how that they have church every other Sunday. How they set up for the districts is they use a road or a stream on the north, south, east, and west to make these boundaries. Here's a new school. This one was used 2 years. That's Amish, but now they're going to brick at one time. This is tobacco on the right. Some of the Amish raise tobacco for the cigar companies as cash income. We want to turn left at the last tree, but we want to stay on the right side because milk trucks come around this curve and they don't have to stop. And Saturdays the milk trucks go to the Amish farm.
Alright, so we're making a left here.
Yeah, we're making a left.
Staying anywhere.
So that gives them extra cash income for pay off their farms, support their families. There are some who raise vegetable crops instead, because we have a produce auction here that they can take these acres of produce to sell, and people come from restaurants and stores to buy it. It's a wholesale auction. Now the next farm on our right next to the house, you see she has a little stand there with she's selling fresh flowers. Okay. See in there? That little stand from her flower garden. That's another way that a woman can supplement the income. This is alfalfa. That's the other crop. That was cut. They can make about 6 cuts. That's what it looks like here in the left before they cut it. They have to let it dry, and then they bale that as hay for their cattle. And it has to be dry to store it in the barn, or you would have a barn fire. Now sometimes out across the field I see up here some of these white bales, and that's probably some alfalfa that got wet or wasn't dry enough to put in the barn, so they put them in the bale, these white plastic, and it cures it like it was in the silo. There's another
bench wagon.
Right, yeah, another bench wagon.
We get good at this.
Yeah.
Another bench wagon.
Look at the property back here. That's Amish.
Isn't that a pretty house?
Yeah.
Modern.
See the horse and buggy and barn. They always have a barn for the horse carriage. Now the next house up here on the left, she sells flowers sometimes too. She doesn't have any out yet this year.
Did you do weddings?
Wedding? No, I did that. Yeah. I did in church. When you have church in your home Sundays, you might have 150 people in your church. Don't care if the lady using a weed eater.
Yeah.
That's something I told my husband I'm not going to do. I'll let him do that.
Yeah, good idea.
I love to mow the lawn, but up here we're going to have a crossroad and we'll go right.
Somebody must be in a wheelchair.
Yeah. And sometimes they have motorized ones.
Well,
You know, but it's separate.